I can do definitely from here. I'll see how it's gonna work. Hello sword friends, today we're gonna introduce like a two Viking sword we have been designed and produced at Swordier factory. This lighter one is actually pattern welded, 800 grams. But for this spring steel one, it's around 1000 grams. So basically this is like a really good example for what we have been doing for the reproduction of those ancient Viking sword, which we designed, as you can see, is covered with the fox leather as wood core underneath it, and also the hilt right here is covered with the leather as well. Hand stitched right here. But how it's gonna perform in the cutting, this is what we're gonna do today. So from the light material to the heavy material, let's see what's the difference when it comes to the pattern welded and the spring steel. All right, let's test it out. Let's start from the pattern welded one. All right, so let's start from the blade. Let's take a overlook of it. And you can see all of the beautiful fullers from here. As you can see, I will just use my hand at the background. You will see those beautiful patterns on the surface. Beautiful fullers almost cover the whole blade with a ridge line near the tip right here. Beautifully made. And also, the first step always start from the paper cuttings. And before we do the cuttings, I want to introduce a little bit more. The width of the blade is 5 centimeters. The thickness is only 5 millimeters, and also it's also this tapered 5 millimeters from here cross guard, and also all the way to here is only 2.2 millimeters. Let's see for cutting the papers to see if it's gonna smooth. Wow, it's so smooth. So I'm gonna do it slowly once again. There we go. So in terms of the sharpness, pattern welded is always performing so well. But let's see, we move on to a little bit heavier. Let's see how it's gonna perform on the bamboo right here. So let's see how it's gonna cut. Don't judge my positions. I'm not professional, but I will do my best to test the blade. All right, focus on the blade. You will see the cutting edge and also the edge retention is pretty good. When I welded, I can definitely feel the comfortableness, but due to the position and also the technique I'm using, it's not like a cutting two in a row, but well, this is the best grade I can get. All right, so forgive me. Now, let's see how it's gonna perform on this tatami mat.
So after 2 failed attempts, I have to turn to Mr. Joe for cutting demo.
Oh. What's up?
Now in conclusion, in light material, you don't see much differences in terms of cutting performances, so we skipped the spring steel light cutting part and moved directly to heavy duty cutting comparison.
垃圾。哇！
Overall, with 200 grams difference, you don't feel much in terms of light material cutting. For amateurs like me, spring steel Viking sword will give you more confidence in my own perspective. Since spring steel has less flex strength but better edge retention, and pattern weld tend to have more distal tapering, sharper edge. You might notice that even in failed thrusting test, less flex tend to aim better and more power for an amateur. So that will all stay sharp, my friends.